Busuafo me mama kwaba edeba tips and gist YouTube. Enne memba ene wa betwetwe nkomo. Afa British Army anamontu ayetu ho. Enra 25th ena ode window period no eba ewieye. Eti sesi akọ portal ne so a eyade a wa close window period no anase application window no wa close. We are going to talk around it. I welcome everybody. Those of you guys who are not able to comprehend our local language, I'm going to miss it whether you like it or yes. But then I'm going to also speak English alongside for you guys to understand. Yesterday, officially, the application window for the British Army was closed at 4 p.m. UK time. Meaning, if you make application from now onwards, you're not going to be accepted or your application is going to be rejected. This is what is written on the Army website. Commonwealth application window is now closed. Bold. Now, when you read, they will tell you something over here that application window for Commonwealth residents is now closed. Any application received from 25th August, that is 4 p.m. UTC, that is UK time, will now be rejected. So please, I want you guys to share this information to all your friends that when they were not able, if they are not able to do the application, they should stop. Obia went to my application, maybe be onjai. Because I know some people will come on social media to tell you guys that come and pay money, I'll be able to even apply it for you once the application window is closed. They are lying. Any application, if you go on the portal, you register, you still be able to do application, but they are going to consider the date that you submitted your application and it will be rejected. So please, you have to be aware. Another one is there are a lot of opportunities for you guys. Those of you who are not able to apply, more application, no? A lot of opportunities are there for you guys. Tips and just when I get notice of any application or any opportunity in the UK, Canada, US, Germany, Australia, Luxembourg, I will try as much as possible to update you guys and also teach you how you can do your applications. Currently, we are still waiting on the Canada piloting program. We're still searching for our jobs, hunting for our jobs on the job bank, and now we are waiting for the pilot portal to officially open so that we can upload our job offer, our IELTS results, as well as our secondary school certificate and also our resume to apply for the pilot and move to Canada. Express entry is also ongoing every month. And I told you guys that if you have a university certificate, a diploma certificate, NVTI, anything that is, let me put it this way, post-secondary. So anything after secondary school, any program that you've done after secondary school, that is vocational or academic, you should be able to qualify for the express entry. If it is just secondary school, stick to the pilot. Okay. All right. We have Germany opportunity card. Also, I taught you that you only have to prove your that block account. That is one thing that is, let me say, being obstacle for most of you guys. You're not able to come by that 13,000 euros for the block account. You can bypass that using the obligation. If you have somebody, a resident in Germany, who can sign that declaration for you, you'll be exempted from that block account. So just get somebody in Germany who is working and they can use their documents to sign that obligation for you, and you wouldn't provide a block account. You just move to Germany. It's a 1-year program called the Opportunity Card. You go there, you search for any job of your choice, then they will give you that working permit called the EU Blue Card. That is for Germany. USA, we are waiting for American Lottery starting October of this year to November. So, tips and just I'll be here to teach everybody from your picture editing to you registering the portal and checking your results, as well as helping you to fill the DS260 form and going for your interview. I do all those things here. USA also has something we call the H1B and the H2B. I'll come and teach you guys. And also those who want to go for visit, that is the B1, B2. I'll be teaching that here. I want to tell you guys that there are a lot of opportunities. So those of you who were not able to partake this British Army, don't give up. Never give up. That is why I am trying to tell you all these opportunities so that at least you are able to know that you have other opportunities elsewhere. Luxembourg is also recruiting skilled workers. I told you guys, it is very difficult for you to apply in Africa because of their websites. However, if you are using a VPN, you should be able to enter the Luxembourg website and do your applications over there. If you have somebody in Europe, that is UK, Italy, Spain, Germany, anywhere, you can let them do applications on your behalf. All right. That is for Luxembourg. Once you do applications and you are able to get a sponsorship, you should get a certificate called the ADEM certificate. And then when you get ADEM certificate, you can apply for temporary authorization to stay. Once you get that temporary authorization to stay, you should apply for a Schengen visa, move to Luxembourg. When you go there, declare your arrival, and then you have to do medicals over there. Luxembourg is a country where you do your medicals for your work permit in Luxembourg. You don't do it in your home country. So you have to move to Luxembourg before you do your medicals. Once you do your medicals, then you have the authorization to stay, you have your sponsorship, and you have declared your arrival. You've done your medicals, then you can apply for the work permit in Luxembourg. So if somebody tell you that they are doing work permit to Luxembourg for you, it is a lie. You start application in your home country, get the job offer, use the job offer to write to the Ministry of Migration, the Immigration Ministry, that you want to temporary authorization to stay. They should authorize you to stay temporary, right, to come and complete the medicals. And so they'll grant you that before you apply for a Schengen visa. If you don't do that and you apply for a Schengen visa, that means you're going as a visitor and not somebody going for a work permit. Note that that is for the Luxembourg. Australia has opportunities that I started. I've not gone into details, and I promise you guys that I'll make sure that I do all those things. All right. Now, another thing that I have to tell you is, some of you were not able to partake this British Army. One day they might open their portal for other job roles. The job roles were limited to only 5 roles. That is the Remy, the RE technician, paratrooper, tradesman, and the musician. Who knows? We are there. They'll come and open for other job roles. So I want you guys to always be prepared. Always try and link up to people in the UK. Try and associate yourself with people in the UK because they will be your sponsors one day. You people don't know how to communicate. There are some of you guys, you just write to me, tips. I want you to sponsor me. I can refer you. When I was doing the referral, I referred more than 100 people without they were not even aware. They just sent me mail, and I used to do that during 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. when I'm at work and I get free time. I do refer because if I have the energy to do that, I will do. But when it comes to sponsorship, fine, I can give my house address to you. I even told you guys that the video that I did on YouTube, the edited one, you cannot see the address. But when you go on Facebook, it had address and other stuffs over there. You have my full name and you have my email address. And you have my telephone number, especially those of you guys who used to write to me that you want a CV. At least you have my number. You can queue in. But note, if you get invitation, I will not be able to sponsor you. Because if I can sponsor you coming to the UK, I have to prove that you are coming to me. And as part of the proof, I have to show my tenancy agreement. The room that I am in, my studio apartment, can accommodate only one tenant, not 2 people. That is why I cannot. And so most of you guys, you say to sponsor, probably you don't know what goes into the sponsor. Please associate yourself with your friends in the UK, those who can actually sponsor you. When I'm sponsoring you, it means I have to give you my bank statement and other stuffs. I'm not looking at just today. As for the army, just a protocol, just queuing in a UK address and stuffs. But once you don't know anybody in the UK, it means next month you don't know anybody. If it is a 1 year something, then I'll say, okay, Jimmy house address never year. A bedroom hono na yehunu. This is a quick one. By September, October, they are giving invitation. That time you're applying for a visit visa. So now that you don't know anybody, October, are you trying to tell me that you get somebody? So if you get somebody, you should have gotten that person and used that person through the initial stage. That is why I didn't allow myself in that instances, because I know when it comes to the visitor visa, you might say I'm a bad person. I gave my house address. You are coming to the UK. I don't want to support you because I'm pained or something. But that the actual fact is, I cannot host you here as part of my accommodation, and it will go against you during the visit visa. So if you were not able to get a sponsor, I will entreat you that try and link up so that next opportunities, all this will not be obstacle for you. You can partake. Another one is the bounty scheme. I was able to do a referral to some stage, and I got a call from someone that I have to pause because I am not an army officer. So I was doing it on behalf of somebody who said I should do it because the person was not having time. Now the person said it's okay. What I've done is okay. I have to stop. And so those of you guys who sent me email that you didn't get response that I did your bounty for you, I am very sorry. This is above tips and just I am not an army officer. I don't have a service number. So order from above. So I am very sorry if I were not able to do your application for you. However, I kept alerting you guys that I have been ordered to stop and so seek help elsewhere. But you guys were still sending me emails day in and day out. All right, so that is that. Some of you guys had network issues. You were not able to apply due to network issues. Those technicalities, I always told you guys to use other softwares. When I am in the UK, I always have issues when I want to log in. I log in, they send OTP, I enter, it takes me back. It happens all the time. So now I cannot use Google Chrome to log in. I cannot use Opera browser to log in. At first, I could use Opera, but now it's not working. I had to use Microsoft Edge, Microsoft Edge browser, and it worked for me midnight. And now I wanted to come and teach. I use Microsoft Edge. It's not working again. I had to go back to Firefox. This is what I used to do. So this is a technical issue. So if you were not able to do, we came here to guide you guys to use different browsers to log in. And you were feeling reluctant. Tips I've tried from 3 days ago. It's still you are using your mobile phone. Your phone is not working. Go to cafe. Try other opportunities. You were there relaxed, thinking that somebody will start the application for you. This is something that if somebody starts, you have to always continue. Tips and just I don't have time, and that is why I made sure that I'll teach everybody. That is what I did. And so those of you complaining that you sent me message to apply on your behalf, that tips and just I couldn't do that. I am sorry. I apologize for that as well. I will always say that there are a lot of opportunities that you guys can do without network issues, and therefore I'll come and try and teach you guys so that you can all move abroad. All right. Now, I also apologize to those of you guys. June and July, month of June and July, you sent me messages for a resume. Some of you were in particular for the Canada piloting, others were for the LMIA. I was able to respond in August, and I took your details to do it for you within the month of August. Some of you got your resume and your cover letter, you started your application. However, few people you've not still heard from me. You've sent me WhatsApp messages. I am not responding because I've not been able to do it. And the messages are a lot. So I don't even have the time. Not that I am not responding. I don't have the time. I'm always doing referral during that time. The British Army, I was always doing referral. I was doing that. I was doing that. I have to prepare my slide to come and teach the part one, part two, a whole lot, shooting videos on TikTok. And so I've not been able to be active on WhatsApp. I do apologize for that. And I'm going to make sure that this week I am free. I'll make sure that I cover you up before the end of this month or early next month. Those of you guys who sent me messages in August, you should get responses early next month, and I'll take your details and help you with the resume and the cover letter. All right. This is also to address those who did the application but having issues. Some of you guys, the GCSE, that is equivalent to the WASI or the WAEC. You made errors. The question was how many qualifications, GCSE qualifications or Scottish National Qualification or its equivalent, and that is the WAEC. So it reads how many WAEC qualifications do you have or expect to have grade C or above. So when you take your WAEC result, you look at it, is it 8 subjects or 10 subjects? If you take yours, how many subjects were you able to get grade C or above? Above is B or A. So A1 to C6, how many subjects? So if you read yours and you think that, oh, I got 6, they have to choose 5 to 6. If you got 7 or above, 7 or above. If you got 1 to 4, you select. Most of you guys were choosing 0. 0 means all your subjects, A to C is not in. And I fear for you guys. So when I'm done with the discussion, I'll teach you how you can amend. Fortunately for you guys, it is during the eligibility criteria, so you can amend. But any error you make outside the eligibility criteria, especially the application number 2, where you entered your actual WAEC results, that integrated science, B2, biology, this, that, and that, if you make errors over there, you wouldn't be able to rectify it. But as for the eligibility, you will be able to rectify. Some of you also made errors about your sponsors' details. Your sponsors' details, you made mistake. You were using the numbers for your referral people, that is the army. If they are not sponsoring you, they are not going to rent whatever. You can leave it that way. But if you want to make changes, it is still part of the eligibility criteria and you'll be able to amend it. I'm going to teach you. And also, they ask you the passport, which passport date / will you use to enter the UK? So it was a future and a past question, indicating that they know some Commonwealth nationals are already in the UK. So they are asking you, which passport did you use to enter the UK? And they also know that some Commonwealth nationals are way back in their home country. And so they were also asking you, which passport will you use to enter the UK? So the question was, did / will, this or did or will, did or will. So it is a past or a future. So if you know you are in Ghana, you are in Nigeria, you are not in the UK, why did you guys lie that you're already in the UK? And most of you guys, because you selected that you are in the UK, they ask you, when did you enter UK? And you started backdating. You started entering 5 years ago that you're in the UK. You know how fast this recruitment um, process is. November, you should be in the UK. September, you should get September, October. They are going to release, how do we call it? The invitation letters for you. You apply for a standard visitor visa, and decision is 15 working days. In the UK, it is not like Canada where you apply for a visit visa 1 year, you are still waiting. No. UK standard visitor visa, 15 working days. You should get a decision. And so if you apply the visa in October, early October, that same October, you are getting your visa and move to the UK latest by November, because you have to get to the UK, acclimatize. Now we are facing, our weather is changing. I'm running night shift and I tell you, from 3 a.m. coming, I'm not able to cope. I have to go and wear my jacket or something like that. Now our weather is changing. And I'm telling you that it will be worse December and January. So if you don't come early to acclimatize, you wouldn't be able to go and pass the assessment, because you are supposed to come here, do the bleep test and all that kind of stuff, start running. Weather way back in Africa is different. You'll be able to run as you want, because it is weather that your body is okay with it. You're conversant with the weather. But when you come here and you are very cold, if you're not even lucky, January to start snowing, how can you run? So please come early and start, try and acclimatize. December, there are about 20th going. The army, as usual, they will go for their, how do we call it? Christmas break. So the assessment should be done by that time. So come on time. Maybe November, by December, you've done your assessment, because January to March is for the training. I am not saying it. It is something, an itinerary on the army portal that you can read. That January to March, you're starting your training. And so there's no assessment in January. So you have to come here and do your assessment before that time. All right. Um, so those of you guys who backdated, back to that, I am afraid. I am afraid. I'm afraid that if you are not careful, because you told them that you are already in the UK, they might just invite you for assessment without, they'll give you assessment dates without giving you the invitation, because they already know you're in the UK. And so they are going to give invitation to those in Africa to also come and join you guys if you are not lucky. So it is better you go and change and tell them when you want to come to the UK. So date of entry should be future if you're already in Africa, that I want to come to the UK maybe October, November. Choose any date between October and November, and you are good to go. You are not supposed to backdate if you're already in Africa. Please make changes. Some of you guys were not having traveling passport. And so at the passport, you entered any random passport numbers, hoping that your passport will be ready this month or next month. If you have your passport now, you can still change it, because the passport details is also part of the eligibility criteria. And so when I teach you how to edit it, you will be able to also change your passport number if you have it. All right. Now let us move to today's question or today's lesson. Today we are going to do subsequent questionnaires. At this point, if you were not able to join the British Army, I don't know if this is going to be okay for you. You can end the life, or you can stick and stay with us and also learn. Please, after you submit your application is in the portal before yesterday, 25th, 4 p.m. UK time. That was 3 p.m. Ghana time. If you know you believe yourself, then it means you can continue. Now, the next one that they're going to ask you is let me see. Let me try and share. Stop. Present. Just give me a minute. Let me try and share my screen. Am I using Firefox? Yes. Firefox. Oh, why is it showing only Chrome, not Firefox? Okay, sure. Yes. So this is the portal. I believe you guys are able to see whatever is on the screen. This is the portal. So if you look at this, I've gotten messages. Criminal conviction is there. I'm supposed to complete. Online medical questionnaire is there. I'm supposed to complete more application questions. All right. So if you get messages like this, you are supposed to complete. This is for those who were able to enter the portal before yesterday. You get questions like this. Once you are able to fill the more application questions, the online questionnaire, I'm reading from the right-hand side, right? You see inbox. I've gotten 3 messages from the army. More application questions, online medical questionnaire, criminal convictions. I'm going to help you guys to fill it. I think we did some yesterday. Was it yesterday or last 2 days? Using another profile that we created, right? This is John Mensah's account, and I used Elijah Owusu's account. All right. So Elijah also has now gotten to the family stage, but I am using all those things for teachings. They are not actual accounts. I'm going to redraw the application once I am done. Okay. This is also John Mensah. It is also for illustration purposes. And so this is also not going to the army. I'm going to redraw it as soon as possible. Yes. So now I'm going to teach you the more application questions. If you get it, you should be able to answer. Online medical questionnaires, you should be able to answer. And then criminal convictions. So let us begin. Where I have to key in date of birth, email address, telephone number, I'll cover it because of YouTube policy. Okay, but I'll tell you what to do over there. All right. So if you read here, they said your current tax, criminal conviction start, more application questions start, online medical questionnaire start. So look at here. You see the progress. Application has been submitted green. It means they have accepted. If they reject, it will be red. If it is yellow, it means they are still reviewing. So application review, that means I have some other more application questions, and they sent that message 24th. That was 2 days ago for me to fill it. All right. So more application questions. I have to submit it, submit my online medical questionnaire, criminal conviction, family information before they move me to meet or chat my recruiter. So currently, my candidate support manager is Cassie K. Sorry, Cassie K. I don't know if it is a generic something or who is trying to log in. They just sent me OTP. Is somebody trying to log in? They just sent me OTP. All right, let's move on. So application review. That is what it means. It means that you have other things to fill for them to move you to meet your recruiter. Once you move they move you to your recruiter is going to ask you some interview questions and other stuff to also guide you. If you have questions, you ask the recruiter or that candidate support manager. Once you are done, they move you to review your medical history. Now, the medical history, you are going to fill a medical questionnaire. They are going to also ask you to nominate a GP or a doctor. Some people are saying that the GP slash the doctor, because you are not in the UK, you're not registered to a GP. So skip that part. But I was able to enter a doctor's details. If you are in Ghana, if you are in Nigeria, definitely you will do medicals. So I'll encourage you that if you have that nomination at that time, try. If you have the online medical questionnaire, try as much as possible to talk to a medical doctor, right? So I got this 24th of this month. Today is 26th. So 25th, I could have call a doctor Tell the doctor that, please, I want to nominate you. So I'm using your details. I need your email address, your telephone number, and probably your hospital's address to use to fill at my GP or my doctor, so that when they send that review for medical history, I'll bring it, then you officially fill it and stamp it for me to accept. People are trying to log in. They are sending me emails. Stop that. Stop that. You cannot hack me, because British Army, they'll send OTP. They keep sending OTP about 2 times. Stop that. You want to log in because I've been using that to teach. People know I'm online and probably they want to log me and log me out. I don't know whether they're trying to distract or they are trying to log me out so that I cannot teach. It is never going to work. So I've seen it. Stop that. All right. So please get a doctor, the details of the doctor, and fill it. You can also choose no, you're not registered to a GP. But I don't know what will be their response. I don't know what will be their response. However, I will encourage you that if you have a doctor, call the doctor or just go to the doctor, please. This is what will happen. Most of the time, when you in Ghana, they take money when they want to fill medicals for you, especially when you're going for school or anything that requires medicals. They do take money. But tell the doctor that the actual forms will come. That one, you will print it for them to fill it. They will stamp on it, everything. Then you scan it and send it. But now you just need their name. You just need their name. Somebody said the GP side, I selected no. Yeah, it's because it is related to UK. It is related to UK, but you know that they do it GP/doctor. And then when you select yes, they tell you that enter UK postcode. Then you click enter manual. You see that when you enter manual, they'll ask you to select the country. You select Ghana, then you'll be able to fill it. But because you guys were not able to know that, that is why you selected no. It is no problem. I don't know how they are going to respond, because definitely you should get a doctor who is going to fill it for you. So if you select no, they'll get back to you and tell you that go and get a doctor. But if you select yes, it moves your application to a faster pace. All right. Now let us start with the criminal convictions, or let us go to the more application questions before we do the criminal. Okay, let's go alphabetical order. So criminal convictions first. Criminal convictions first. So you see, they're going to tell you, do you have any criminal convictions, a criminal record? Click here. So we are going to click there. Anytime, click that. Okay, click here. You click, then you answer. First one, they said, certify that you have read and understood the MOD form 493. So you select it. Do you have any unspent convictions? It is a no. If you have any unspent, you just click on it. All right, you click yes. But if you don't have it, it is a no. Are you applying to serve as a dental, legal, medical, nursing, or any of the branch? You select no. Now, the rules there, you cannot go through the nursing or medicine or any dental in the army. So if you are going as a paratrooper, musician, or RE technician in it, so select no, because it is not part now. All right. Now, you acknowledge that all the information you have provided in this form is correct. Then the submission date is today. You go to submit. Yes, submit my form. Submit my form. All right. So now you've seen that criminal conviction is being processed. Criminal conviction. So it is just about 3 questions that you just need to answer. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. That is all. Okay. So we are doing it together. The next one is more application questions. More application questions. Let us do that. The message is reading. Thank you for applying the army. Before we arrange to meet you, we need a little information about you. Please click here to complete additional application questions. So click here, you select click here. It is going to open, then we do it together. Now I am going to close this. When you open this portal, it will give you information about your personal details before you continue from the employment status and other stuff. And because I cannot show it on YouTube, I have to cover it, come back, and then I will show you. So you see that it has filled your Mensa, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's no problem. Now they ask you, do you have a printer? Access to a printer. You click yes, I have access to a printer. You can go to cafe to print. All they mean is they will send you documents that you have to print it for the doctor to fill. They will stamp on it, then you scan it. That is what they mean. It is not that are you having a printer in your home. Do you have access to a printer? So it is a yes. You can go to a cafe, so you have access to a printer. So you say yes. Health. They're asking you some questions. To the best of your knowledge, do you meet or plan to meet the Army's medical fitness standard? They are saying that if your application is successful, they'll put you through medical tests. However, they want to advise you based on these questions. So you can read any of the policies. All right. So we strongly advise that you read the policies to make sure that you are fit enough to pass the test. You can read the policy over here. Now they're asking you, to the best of your knowledge, do you meet their standards? So you say, yes, I believe that I meet the medical standards. Are you registered to a GP or a doctor? So that place, a lot of you guys selected no because you think you are not in the UK. Now it is a doctor or GP. So in Ghana, you say yes. Once you say yes, you see that now they are asking questions. They are asking that the address, United Kingdom, BFPO, Republic, and overseas. Overseas, Ghana is overseas. That is telling you that you can use it and select overseas. So immediately I click overseas, you've seen that the address line has changed to a Ghana standard. But when I click UK, they'll ask me to enter UK postcode. That is why I told you guys that don't enter no, say yes, and get a doctor's information and fix it. Because whether you like it or yes, you are going to fail it. So it is better you get the doctor's details and do it. If you've already done no and you've sent it, no problem. But those of you guys who will do it later, this is a clue for you to move it. Don't just use any random doctor. Otherwise, the medical forms will contain the doctor's details. So go to a hospital. You have a hospital closer to you. A medical doctor, not a PA, not physician assistant, a medical doctor. In Ghana, it's just like you signing a police report or a medical, they will take money. But just explain to the doctor that I just need your details for now. And within a week, they'll send the actual forms. Then you fill it, and that time I pay the money to you. Yes, it is not for free. It is, everybody know. If a doctor do medicals, they take money. Yes, it's just like a police forms or something like that. It is not for free. So just select and use the doctor's details to do it. All right. So they are asking you your doctor's last name. So when you speak to the doctor, you get the details of the doctor. This is a last name, not the full details. A last name, not the full details. So for instance, if the doctor is Emmanuel Boatin, you know the last name is Boatin. So your doctor's last name, it is optional. You can even leave that part, that last name, you can leave it. But if you know it, just enter it. So for instance, Boatin. Now I'll not enter it because of TikTok policy. So I'll enter Boatin over there. Now your surgery or GP practice name. Now the practice name is, it is either doctor so and so. So when you go to the hospital, they have a crest or an ID card. It reads maybe Dr. Imano Boatin. That is their official practice name. So you have to type it over there, Dr. Imano Boatin. If that is what the doctor is using at the hospital, you write the full name here at the second line. Now you come and select overseas because the doctor is overseas. Now address line 1, you name the hospital's name. So for instance, Holy Family Hospital. Holy Family Hospital. Address line 2 can be the PO Box. PO Box 87. PO Box 87. Now, the town or city, Techiman. This is an example. I am not queuing in at first. I'll just enter. But now, because of TikTok policy, I cannot. That is why I'm teaching you. Town or city. Skip the address line 3 if you have nothing to write over there. Skip address line 2 if you have nothing to write over there. But if I am doing it, I'll write Holy Family Hospital. Then I'll come and write PO Box, maybe 87. Then town or city, I'll write Techiman. County, I will skip. Postcode, I will skip. Then country, I will select Ghana. Then now the GP or the doctor's telephone number. Because you went to the hospital, the doctor should be able to provide you his email address, his or her email address, and their telephone number. So you enter their telephone number over there and you enter the GP address over there. Make sure that since it's overseas, you add the country code. So if it is Ghana +233, then it follows. So guys, I will just cover it, fixing the details, then continue from there because of TikTok, YouTube policy. All right. So I am doing it right now. And after that, we continue. All right. So doctor's name, Boatin is the surname. GP or practice name is Dr. Emmanuel. That is what is written on the crest. Dr. Emmanuel Boatin. Please, all these details are not people. They are not real people. They are for illustration, okay? For you to appreciate. Dr. Emmanuel Boatin, overseas. Now, address line 1, Holy Family Hospital. PO Box, Post Office Box 87, Town City, Techiman. Yeah. Country Ghana. All right. GP number, I'll just enter a random number. Def. All right. Email address. Yeah. So a quick update. When you entering the doctor's number, okay, they are not accepting the plus. So you can begin with the 233. Okay. You can begin with the 233. That's all. Or you can do it 0 blah blah blah. They know that the country is Ghana. So when they are dialing the number, they'll add the plus 233 because that option is not able to allow you enter the plus. So either you start 233, you follow, or you can say 0244. That's all, right? They will just Google the country code and add it when they want to call the doctor to confirm. Most of the time, they even send it through email for the doctor to confirm. All right. So the doctor's email address, let me put tipsandjust@gmail.com. All right. So we are done with. Let me now show it. Yes. So thanks for waiting. I've been able to enter the doctor's details. Now I've entered the email address tipsandjust@gmail.com as the doctor's details email address. Now criminal conviction questions. Do you have any unspent criminal convictions? Everyone make mistake, and a criminal conviction does not necessarily prevent you from joining the army. However, if you don't have it, it is a no. I don't have any criminal convictions. It can be you in prison. Have you been cells? Have you been arrested by the police or anything? These are all criminal convictions. All right. If you have it, no. If you don't have it, no. Sorry. Are you currently under supervision or probation? It is a no if you don't. Um, I'm coming. Just a minute. My phone is almost off. Those on TikTok might go off. Let me charge my phone. Mhm. Oh my God. Tips, your sound is off. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I hope you guys can hear me now. When I'm on the portal, I'm not able to. So how do I even go back? Because I've answered those questions. Let me go to previous. Yeah, previous. Okay. So criminal convictions. I repeat, criminal convictions. Is the sound okay now? I think when I was charging my phone, that was when it disconnected. Is the sound okay now? All right. So criminal convictions. I was saying that, do you have any unspent criminal convictions? It was a no for us. Are you currently under supervision order or probation order? It is a no for us. Are you subjected to any police investigation? It is a no for us. If you think that yours is yes, just click on the yes, yes, yes. Financial circumstances. I explained that. Do you have any debt that you think that when you join the army, it will be difficult for you to pay? If you select that, yes, you have a debt, maybe you have a loan. So if I join the British Army, I cannot pay my loan. Then they'll not call you. They'll tell you that, okay, then stay in Ghana and pay your loan. So that one is a no. That was what I said. So the question is, do you have any debt that you will find it difficult to pay if you join the armed force? So this is something that you have to know, that if you say yes, then why don't you stay and pay your debt? So it is a no. Do you have any current account within the UK? That one, it is also a no if you are in Ghana. If you're in the UK, it will be a yes question for you. And also, another one is, do you have people who rely on you for money? And I told you that if you are married, your wife and your kids, if they rely on you for money, you select yes, then they'll tell you how many. So you count your wife, your spouse is number one, then your kids. You have 3 kids, that means 4 people are depending on you. You select 4. Okay, if you are single or nobody is relying on you, say no, no one is relying on you. Okay, then I said tattoos and body piercing. Do you have any tattoo? Body tattoo, if you don't have it, it is a no. If you have it, it is a yes. So we selected no. Do you have any body piercing? So the piercing, if you have piercing, yes, they are much particular about the ear piercing, and that is the flesh tunnel ear piercing. Flesh, Flesh, flesh tunnel, Tunnel, flesh tunnel ear piercing. So you can Google that. What is a flesh tunnel ear piercing? That one, if you don't have it, you say no. Okay, so even the body piercing will be a no here. But sometimes you have body piercing elsewhere, so it will be a yes. But the flesh tunnel ear piercing will be a no for you. Then you go on. So you see, that means you have body piercing, but it is not to the ear piercing. If you don't have the body piercing at all, you select a no. But if you select yes and you have a flesh tunnel ear piercing, that place is also going to be a yes. And they are going to ask you subsequent questions like, for the flesh tunnel ear piercing, please measure the largest one and give us the measurements in millimeters. And so therefore I measured and it is maybe 2 millimeters. So you select 2. It is 3, select 3, 4, 5, 6. So you just measure that my tunnel piercing is about 2 millimeters or 3 or 4 or 5 or 1. So we don't have body piercing, so we selected no. Then here too, they are asking you, let me see if my, all right. Additional comments. If you have anything to explain, probably those having the body piercing, you can say, yes, I have a body piercing. Maybe I have it at this part. It is not it, or just leave that part. Just leave that part. Okay. So additional comments, it is optional. If you don't have anything to explain it, just leave that part. If you explain something that you think that it is sensitive, then you have to click here. You have to tick. So there's a small box below, beneath. Just tick that my information or my comment contain sensitive information. And so please restrict those who can read it. Then you click that and they're going to restrict the number of army recruiters who can read that sensitive information. Probably they will assign you to only one person. All right. Guys, I think those saying your mic is off on YouTube, they are just joining in, so they are watching from backwards. They are giving us that feedback. Ignore. Those on YouTube currently following me, I believe you can hear now. All right. So some of Frimpong, Kwame Jima, they are people who followed back, and so they are now at that part. All right. So guys, let's continue. We click here, next. Instead of save for later, we go to next. Okay, next. Then now we go to education side. The education side, they are asking you, Where were you educated? Please provide details, most recent secondary school or college. So if you are a secondary school leaver, you can add 1. If you are a tertiary leaver, you can start with the secondary school, continue with the tertiary. Please, if you are currently in school, it is better you skip that one. Okay, just leave that part because you cannot enter your grade. So just keep what just use what you've completed. For instance, if you are now in tertiary, university or nursing training or something like that, and you registered, just say secondary school leaver and move on. All right, so you have to add your establishment first. So please add 1 here, add first, click on that, add first. You can see where the mouse is, add first. What type of establishment? Is it a school or college or university or higher education? So if it is a secondary school, a school or college. Now they will say postcode. It is related to UK. So you go here, enter details manually. Enter details manually. All right. When you click on that, it is going to change to a Ghana standard or Africa standard. So here, establishment name, the name of the school. So for instance, Kongo Odumasi Senior High School. And once again, I have to stop this because of TikTok policy. That is a personal detail that I'm putting across board. So establishment name, for instance, Kongo Odumasi Senior High School. Address line 1 can be the PO box, or you can state the city, right? Maybe Odumasi or Konongo. But if you don't have the PO box, skip the address line 1 and come. No, address line 1 is compulsory. So maybe Konongo Odumasi Senior High School. Then here PO box. Then you write maybe PO box 5. Address line 2, line 3 is optional. Now, town or city, maybe Konongo or Dumasi. County, you leave it. Postcode, you leave it. Country, you select Ghana. Official email address for the school, it is optional. You leave it if you don't have the school's email address. From 2, when did you start secondary school? So maybe September 2010, and I completed June 2013, a 3-year secondary school program. So September 2010, June 20. So you're going to fill those parts. Now you know I cannot fill it for you guys to see. So once again, I'll come here, take it off, and then I'll fill it. Then we continue. All right. So establishment name, Konongo Odumasi Senior High School. Address line 1. I don't know the PO box, so I'll just write Odumasi over there. Odumasi. Yeah. Then town or city, I'll write Konongo over there. Please, when you are doing yours, do the writing, okay? Get the PO box and everything. The town or city, that is even Odumasi / Konongo. So because Odumasi is address line 1, I will not repeat it, town or city. Country is Ghana. Official email address, I don't have it. From September 2010 to June 2013. Add. Now I want you to see something. I want you to see something over here. You see, once you enter the school details, the from and the to, there's add options over there, add and cancel. If you don't add it, it is not going to add. So please make sure that you click here, add. You click on it, then you see that it has added here. You see Kongo Odumasi, it has been added. Now you can also add another. You can see this add another here, add another. If you have completed a university or tertiary, you can add it. If you're still schooling, skip that. All they need is your secondary school, because what they need is the GCSE, that is your WAEC. All right. So for instance, if you've gone to teacher training or nursing training or university, you can also add that one. So maybe add another. Then that one you click here, a university or higher education. And just as we did for the secondary school, the same thing. Enter details manually. Enter details manually. The establishment name, maybe Holy Family Nursing Training, address line 1, blah, 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 blah. You do it. Then you go to add. So from 2, right? The same thing that you did for your secondary school, then it will add up over there. to add up over there. So an example, I will skip and I'll do another example over there so that those who are having tertiary results. Why is Evans upon saying no sound? You just join us and you are they are just coming from somewhere. So they are back. We are far gone, oh, bro. So established name, Holy Family Hospital. No, Holy Family Nursing Training. Nursing Training. Address line 1, PO Box, Post Office, Boss. Address line 2 optional. Line 3, I'll skip that. Techiman, town or city, Techiman. County, I'll skip that. Postcode, I'll skip that. Country, Ghana. Country, Ghana. Now, address line 2 and 3. If you know the district, you can do also that, right? So address line 2, you can say Techiman, Bunu East region or something like that, but you can skip it. They don't need much details, all right? Just skip that part. Then from 2, let's say training college was in 2014. So September 2014. So right after secondary school in 2013, the next year went to training college 2014 and did a 3-year diploma. So that would be maybe December 2017. 2017 graduated. So that one too I will add. So now you can see that I've added 2 schools. Konongo Dumasi Senior High School, Konongo, and Holy Family Nursing Training, Techiman. Somebody said, please, how do you enter when you are using both WAEC and NOVDEC? So enter your secondary school where you schooled for 3 years, because NOVDEC, you just registered and you wrote it. You didn't school for 3 years for NOVDEC. So enter only the secondary school. Now, when you enter the secondary school, when you enter the results, the actual results, integrated science, biology, physics, and use the best ones. So you can pick some from the WASI and pick some from the NOVDEC, because when you are submitting your details, you're going to add the NOVDEC to the WAEC. For instance, you wrote the WASI, you got F9 in science. You rewrote it, and you got B3. You don't write F9, you write a B3. But when you're submitting it, you submit both the WASI and the NOVDEC. You have some subjects that are good, right? Subjects on the WASI, the WAEC, that you also got A1 and other stuff, and you also got F9, you wrote NOVDEC. So you have to blend it. However, when you key in on the portal, make sure that the best results out of the 2 you compare on the WASI and the NOVDEC, which one is best, then you queue in, so that when you submit it, you're going to know, okay, this one you went for this one you went for that. All right. Now let us do that. The next is, do you have or expect to gain any secondary school qualifications? So they are basing on whatever you entered over here, Kongo Dumasi and the Holy Family, to ask you that, do you have any certificate to back it up? So you say, yes, I have certificate. Then they ask you, what qualifications do you have? So add first. You can see add first. Add first over here. Add first. Now, add first, they're asking you the establishment. Because you entered over here, it is going to pop up. So you can see Kongo Dumasi and Holy Family. So I'll start with my secondary school. I will select Kongo Dumasi. Once I select Kongo Dumasi, the subjects. So for instance, Kongo Dumasi, I did, I want to use somebody's WAEC certificate. I got somebody's WAEC certificate. Let me try and use that to make it easier for me. So this is a NOVDEC and a WAEC certificate. So for instance, the person got social studies B3, English language C5, mathematics B2, science was cancelled, government is B2, lit in English F9, French B3, Asante Tree B2. Then NOVDEC wrote the science again, got B3 for science, and lit D7. So if you want to queue in, you're going to combine the NOVDEC and the WASI, right? So when I reach the science, I'll not write cancelled. I'm going to use the NOVDEC results for the science. And when I reach the lit, I'm not going to write the F9. I'll use the D7 for the NOVDEC for the lit. So you guys should be able to also do that. So that is a clear example. All right. Now let me try and enter them. As for this one, YouTube is not going to take that off. So they ask you the qualifications based on the establishment. I selected Congo Mercy. And so let me start. Social studies. So type, the type, you're going to select the type. It's a WASI, a WAEC result. So you type here, West Africa, just say West. If you type West over there, you see West Africa Certificate of Secondary School, West Africa Higher School Certificate, West Africa School Certificate. This one, the fourth one is the best. West African Senior School Certificate. West African, the WASI, WASSE, right? The WASI is the best one. Okay, so the fourth one, you select that. WASSE, West African Senior School Certificate. The examination should come, but they ignored one. So use this one, the West African Senior School Certificate. All right, the subject. Now you're going to key in social studies. You enter social, you should be able to get a social studies related program over there. If you enter social, you don't see anything over there. You've seen applied social sciences. Just scroll to S colon, and you see social studies. You see social studies is here. So you select that one, social studies. Social studies, she got a B3. So a B3, a B3. If you are currently in secondary school, you select predicted. That means he's currently in school and you are predicting that I'll get this. But because it's an actual result, you're not going to select the predicted. You skip that one. Don't click here. Don't click. It's an actual result. Okay. So date achieved. I don't know when, but let me put Congo Masses on, right? Was it June? Yeah, June 2010. No, June 2013. 2013, yeah. June 2013. All right. So date achieved, June 2013. Why is it gone? Oh, it is here. Sorry, update. I entered update June 2013. Then you go to update. All right. So you see social studies B3. The next one, I'll come here. Add another. Add another. Establishment. Congo Mercy. Then that same part, Wasi. So West. The next one is English language. So I go to E. You can see English language over there. English language. English language was C5. So I choose C5 for English language. Then date will still be June 2013. Add. When you add it, it is still over there. Congo Mercy, West Africa. So I just choose another subject. The next subject was mathematics, core mathematics. So you go to M, core maths, M. Okay, you can type mathematics for it to be okay. So you see mathematics. All right. So mathematics, this is it. It is a core maths. If it is elective mathematics, elective mathematics can be advanced mathematics. Advanced mathematics, okay. The elective, those who did elective maths, you can choose advanced mathematics. If it's a core maths, just say mathematics. You're good to go. B2. B2. Add. Integrated science. Integrated science. So you can go to I, integrated. It is not coming. Integrated. Yeah, so you see integrated science is here. Integrated science. Integrated science was B3. It was a F9, no, cancelled, and later wrote got B3 for integrated. Yeah, B3. So you see that they'll all line up over here. Make sure that you don't make a mistake. If you make a mistake, there's an update over here. You just update. Let me check on YouTube if my network is still okay. There is core over there. Is it the mathematics? Is there a core mathematics? Let me try and see. Somebody is saying that the mathematics, there's a core, so you can select core maths. Let me go to update and see if I can get a core mathematics over there. So that means I'll go to C. Core start with C. C-O-R-A. C. Let's see if I'll see a core. C-O-R-A. C-O-R-A. Where is it? Core skills, core science, core management, core surgery. Please, there's no core mathematics. Okay, there's no core mathematics. And if I enter mathematics, I see additional mathematics advanced. I don't see any core mathematics. I don't see any core math. Okay, mathematics core, mathematics elective. All right. I think it's here. So mathematics core, mathematics elective. Those for mathematics. All right. Yeah, mathematics core. All right. Thank you for the update. Now we've been able to change the mathematics to a core mathematics. All right. Next one is hard. Congo Masi, Wasi, West African. Okay, subject. The next one was government. G-O-V-E-R. Yeah, so government. Government was B2, date, June 2013. Add. The next one is Latin English. So you saw English literature. So we go to English, east side, you're going to see English literature. You can select that one. I saw it somewhere when I chose it when I entered English. Yeah, English literature is fine. Written English was a D7. I don't know why my phone is going off. Hey, I have charging problem. Okay, it's charging on. All right, guys, sorry, my phone wanted to go off. Those on TikTok wouldn't be able to benefit. French. French is B3. Then Chi. Chi, I didn't get Chi. Let me check if my mic is on. Oh, these things are really needed before the application. Most people don't mess up already. You were supposed to wait. There was no rush. I told you that do how do we call it, the application, and leave that part. The rest of the when they close the portal, you have time to fill the correct one, because that one you cannot edit. And you people are always rushing. I don't know why. Yeah, you see the way I'm taking my time. I don't rush when I'm doing things, right? um the last one is tree. That's anti-tree. I don't know. Let me see if there's a vernacular language or something like that. Please, what do you think will be alternate for Asante tree? Is there languages or what? Let me see vernacular. Vernacular. How do you spell it? V-U V-A. Okay, let me go to V. Let me see if I'll get something closer. So the tree, because it's something like a vernacular language. Yeah, vernacular language. Yeah, let's put something like that. It's fine. Because actually you're going to submit your WAEC results, so it makes sense. Vernacular language. Let me go on YouTube to see what you guys will write over there. You are not able. Since I wasn't able to enter my results details, would that have an impact? You should be able to enter. Why were you not able to enter? You should be able. All right. So I add. Okay. So guys, you see, I've been able to enter the qualification, the 8 subjects, right? So B2, B3, D7, B2, B3, B3, C5. So if during the stage number 1, eligibility criteria, if they ask you how many qualifications GCSE do you have grade C or above, this lady would have selected 7 or more because she had 7 subjects A to C. It was just late that she had D7. So she would choose 7 or more. So if you make a mistake, part 1, the error will come part 2. So you selected 0 part 1, and that is why I told you guys I'm going to teach you how you can rectify the part 1. But as for this part, I've not seen how you can rectify it. But as for the part 1, if you made a mistake, I will teach you guys. All right, now we selected that John Mensah went to a nursing training, Holy Family nursing training. He's completed doing national service. So we select here additional qualification. Then we select Holy Family nursing training. The type of program, we are going to choose nursing, right? So maybe diploma in nursing or something. So let me see. Let me go to N to see if there is nursing program or something like that. Okay, here I will choose advanced diploma instead because it's a diploma. So advanced diploma, then the subject, that is where I will see the nursing. So the subject, I'll go to N. Nursing, NURS. Okay, so general nursing level 1. Nursing, just choose the nursing, right? Nursing. So you can see advanced diploma in nursing, that is diploma in nursing. All right. Then the grade, you just choose a pass or a merit. If you had merit, you choose merit. If it was a pass, it is a pass. Okay. Then the date, he completed 20. What did we say? We said he went, okay, 2017. So December 2017. December 2017. Then you add. So you see that another qualification, advanced diploma in nursing, a pass, then Holy Family nursing training, 30 man, right? December 2017. So at this point, I can say that John Mensah has been able to key in all the educational qualifications. And so we just click here. Next. Why field? They said error. Why error? Is there something that I omitted? Next. Oh my God. Why is it coming error? Okay, save for later. Save for later too, I cannot see. What is the issue? And I'm or had too much. I think someone logging me out too. Save for later. Next. Refresh. You see, something went wrong. They've logged me out. So quickly, let me log in, and then whichever one they'll log you out. Okay. Yeah, because I'm teaching and I have to answer questions. That is why I used to keep long. But if you are doing it, I'm not sure you keep that long. So let me log in again. Log out. It's not easy. OTP. Why are they not sending the OTP? Okay, it's here. 77. Okay, it's also here. 7799. 8844 77998844. Couple OTP. All right. So they are saying I should answer more application questions. I started to become a chief. Oh my God. But okay, when you know, I feel it, into no answer metro so I feel it. So next, the bumper is education side, and so I feel it, mammy. Education side in the Nini free. Nini free. Oh my God. Nini free. So when him, I will skip the kono go do masi. Say me ye chere Na ma bo holy family ni pe, right? Because video ne be wa. Na me bo holy family no na me friend no penye. But oh yeah, yeah the right thing, okay. Yeah. Because misa ko ye A1 na de bende me e beche kura. E beche. You boss. Okay, chima. September 2014 to December 2017. Hmm. Guys, I'm coming, okay? Okay, so December 2019, 2017. Right. Save for later. Let me see. Okay. Now I've been able to queue in, right? I've been able to queue in. Somebody said the one asking for an deck, you have to choose the date you wrote an deck and not that you wrote the WASI because they have different date. Exactly. So Wheezy TV, if you are doing, for instance, the lady that I was using her comparison, right? The two subjects. I'm supposed to the science and the lit. I'm supposed to indicate the date, different dates, because that was an deck date. So that date. And the WASI will be different date. Okay, that was the date. So thanks for that correction. Set you free says, do you have to create a new application altogether? No, you have to always continue. So you go to your account, my account, then you log in. Always go to my account, then you log in. Okay, my account, then you log in. If not, you wouldn't be able. The dental section, select no. I don't know the dental section, but I don't know. Um, I think that one we selected no, where they said, are you joining as a dental, as a nursing? We selected no, yeah, we've passed that part. Subject, general science, result pass. Then you list. Subject, general science. What is general science? Result is not pass. You are supposed to use the WAEC grading system. I've taught you that, Iman, also probably you were not here. All right, you were not here. All right. Harrison, I didn't see your question. Can you repeat it? You said what? At confirm, I chose yes. Would there be a problem? I don't know your question. I was not here. Okay, Harrison, this is your question. Are you applying to serve as a dental? No. So somebody answered you. You select no because you're not applying to serve as a dental or legal or medical or nursing, right? You are applying as either a paratrooper, RE technician, any of the roles available. So you have to select a no and not a yes. Okay. All right. I don't know if that will be a problem because you cannot amend it. You can only amend your eligibility part and not this part. Probably later you can talk to your CSM to change it. All right. Somebody said he selected yes. That is why he asked if yes. So Wizzy TV, what I'm saying is once you selected yes and it was able to go, they'll get back to you and probably the subsequent questions will be about your nursing career if you've written the OSCE in the UK or if you're in medicine, because those programs you have to get a UK license. It's just like somebody, a nurse in Ghana who want to practice in the UK. So right now you are in Ghana and you said you want to enter the army through the nursing. Even if that portal was open for nursing, you would have been somebody in the UK, be part of the NHS, having your OSCE done and everything before you enter the army. That is how it is. You cannot just enter like that. So that is why they used to ask that questions. And so if you enter the yes, subsequent questions, you have to just tell them that it was a no. Okay. Let us continue. The last one to do today for us to end the life is online medical questionnaires. So we click here, online medical questionnaire. We go to start. All right, so they're asking us, this medical questionnaires will help you to decide. Click here. Click here. Sorry. So I clicked on the online medical questionnaires. I clicked and it brought me here. So honesty declaration. I promise to answer this medical question honestly and the best of my knowledge. Okay, start questions. Has the doctor ever diagnosed schizophrenia, alcoholism? So some of these questions are mental illness, right? Schizophrenia, alcoholism is a mental disorder. Kidney or bladder issues, with kidney problems, anorexia nervosa is also some mental issues, right? Those people um, having mental issues, one of their diagnosis, anorexia nervosa. And we also have diabetes. This is also a medical condition. If you have none, you say none of the above. If it is a yes, you select a yes. All right. So no or none of the above. Continue. Epilepsy and asthma. Epilepsy is also a brain disorder, and asthma is also a respiratory disorder. So if you are diagnosed either epilepsy or asthma, now I don't know how some of this medication. Sorry, are you currently taking medication? So are you currently taking medication? I don't know how some of these medications will affect your army recruitment. And the first question, the disorder question, I don't know how it is going to affect. If you have it, just be honest and they will get back to you. Probably they will guide you and advise you. But if you don't have it, you are good to go. You don't have to worry. So, no, none of the above. Continue. Has your doctor prescribed the following for you? EpiPen for allergic reactions or antidepressants, all right? For more than 24 hours. So even if you have antidepressant for less than 24 hours, you're good. But more than 24 hours, just be honest. If you're in the UK, they can trace, but if you're in Ghana or Africa, probably they will not be able to trace. But they know that it might have effect on you. For instance, antidepressant is given to depressed people or people for you to just get depressed or get enough sleep. They do prescribe antidepressants. So if you have conditions like that and you are in the army, it might affect you. That is why they want to know, right? So if you have it, be honest, say yes or a no, none of the above. Continue, right? Have you ever had treatment for ruptured or repaired, reconstructed anterior or posterior ligament to your knee? So if you have a knee problem that you've done surgery, right? Then you said yes. If you say yes, if you don't have it, you say no. I don't have it. My breath, papa, my knee, I need to sleep. I went for a night duty, so the time I was a meda. Why is it keeping long? Okay, I have another question here. Have you attempted intentionally or deliberate self-harm, right? On 2 or more separate episodes, it is a no. Continue. Have you attempted to end your life? Suicide? It's a no. Continue. Okay, so you read your summary, right? You read the summary of what you have. You can edit your answers. Okay. So you have never, you have never. You can edit the answers or you can submit if you think you're okay. So you submit it. Once you submit it, you go back to the dashboard. Go back to the dashboard. If you go back to the dashboard and you have any other things pending, I don't know why this so they've sent my medical results. Okay, so let's read it. So dear John, we have looked at your medical information questionnaires and they are happy that we should continue. Okay, so back to dashboard. There's still something that more questionnaires. Okay. So now everything is off. Everything is off now. No, more application questions. Why? I have done it and they still. What is left? Click here. I've submitted everything. We've done all this, what we've done. Next. What is the issue? Was there an error over here? Validation issues or something? We need at least one establishment or qualification. I've entered it. I don't know that. School. I don't know why it keeps saying that there's something left. Okay, I think it is okay now. Because I didn't select the secondary school, that is why. So please, if you are doing your start with your secondary school, initially I did it and it just jumped and I just wanted to skip the WASI result. So I went to enter the Holy Family, the nursing training. That is why they were still insisting I should enter my secondary school. So this is a clue to those of you guys who don't want to enter your secondary school. You are supposed to enter. Policy says, I'm telling you that you have to add the WAEC results first. Exactly. So we did it, but because of time, I cannot repeat, right? That is why I skipped that one. All right. So let us continue. I've been able to fix that. So next, anytime they said save error, anytime I get there, they're still asking me, you need to add. Now I've added. Oh my God. Let's go and enter the qualifications. On good margin. We cannot skip this. Oh my God. Mathematics. I'll just enter 4 subjects. We don't have time. Mathematics. Oh, WASI. Here's WASI. West African Secondary School. WASI. Let's just enter some 4 subjects over there. Mathematics. Let's do chemistry. Chemistry A1, fix it. 12. No, that was on good math. What date did we select? 9/20/09/2013. Add what subject will come? Science. We're just entering random things. Okay, I think 2 is okay. 2 is okay. Let's try and save next. Okay. Okay. So now the next question that they are asking is driving license. Driving license. So please, when you are doing yours, okay, try and use the first one. Enter all your WAEC results. Because of time, you see that I entered just 2. Now, driving license. Do you have a UK driving license? No. Do you have any penalty in UK, Northern Ireland? It is a no. Then the roles. Now, currently, you're not able to select any roles in the army, okay? So just leave that part. Just leave that part. So all you need here is these 2, the driving license and the penalty. It is a no questions. Don't write any comment over here. Then submit. Yes, submit my form. Yes, submit my form. Okay, so now everything is intact. I've submitted everything. Now left with family information. Left with family information. All right, so guys, I'm going to teach you how you can edit your eligibility. Then after that, I will teach the family information. Then we are good to go. But let me read some few questions over here. Benjamin says, Benjamin, did you receive any text message? I don't know what you mean. I did receive text message for the referral, but the sponsor said he's ready. Do it. What should I do? Please stop. We are done with the application. You cannot do application, Benjamin. If you are not coming to do application, stop. This is continuation of application. Emmanuel says add one. I've done that. So please, family information. I'll do that later. Let us do how you can edit your eligibility. If you want to edit your eligibility, you see here, you see this part, the settings. On your mobile phone, I'll do a video on TikTok using the mobile version. You see these settings, click on the settings. When you click on the settings, you see settings. You have personal details, contact and everything. So it will fill in some things for you, right? You can see something over here. They will even give you a unique reference number. I don't want to show it because of TikTok, YouTube policy. But here, they have update password, contact, update eligibility, application eligibility. Click on that. Update application eligibility. When you click on that, they'll start asking the first questions. You see, when you started the application, they ask you, are you a British? Select your religion. You see that those questions, save and continue, so that you start amending your errors till you save it. Okay. So that is how you do it. So you go to settings, then you go to edit, update eligibility, application eligibility. You click on that, then you start updating it yourself. Okay. Are you a British? Are you blah, 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 blah. When you get to the GCSE, do the right thing. When you get to your sponsor, do the right thing. When you get to the date you enter the UK, do the right thing. Okay. I hope you guys can now do this. So Harrison, you cannot edit your WAEC certificate as in the A1, the A2, that one, no. It is only the eligibility part, the part 1. Okay, the part 1. That is what you can do. As for the part 2, subsequent questions, what you've done today, you cannot edit it. Maybe later you can edit it. For now, I don't know how you can edit it. You cannot also change your name. You can only change your password. Your name and some questions you cannot change. Okay, you cannot change that one too. All right. JHS, we don't, Isaac, JHS, it is secondary school or above. So please skip your JHS. Your junior high school is not needed for now. What again? Yes, the family information, since I just did for John Mensa is not having a family information. It will come later. They will send a message about 30 minutes or 1 hour later. So I'm going to log out and log into another account I think Elijah Owusu's account has family information over there. Then I'll use that one to teach. All right. So log out. Let me show you something. Anytime that you want to log in, I've embedded a link, right, to this portal, login portal. I've embedded a link, right? This video that you're watching on YouTube, there's a link. Anytime that you want to log into your portal, click on that. It will bring you here. When you come here, you see my account. My account. You see here, my account, where the mouse is, my account, contact us, apply now. Go to my account, my account. When you click on it, it will open and they'll ask you to enter your email address, your password. Then you click log in. Then they'll ask you to enter the OTP. Then you log in. Okay. So now I'm not going to enter John Mensah details. I'm going to enter Elijah Owusu's details for us to do the family information for Elijah Owusu. Okay. Okay. So they are sending OTP to Elijah Owusu 581258120518. 5812. I've forgotten. I mean, 58120518. Okay. Sub. Oh, server error. Server error. Try again. So sometimes like that. Let me try again. When I try like 2 times and it's not working, then we can push that to another date, another time for another live. You can also keep your comments coming, and when I come on okay, so now Firefox is not working now. Let me go and choose another browser. Let me choose another browser, Google Chrome, and see. I'm in login. Sometimes like that, if you work with another browser and you log out, you're not able to do that. I don't know why. Okay, so they're sending another OTP. Let me see if this browser 6326 6326 0087 0087. Let me confirm. Opera is also not responding. Close. What software, what website can help me now? Let me try. I've tried Firefox, Opera. Let me try Microsoft Edge. Let me log in. If I'm not able to log in, I'll quit, and tomorrow, by tomorrow, they'll send the family information for John Mensah. Then we use that to 8998 4344 8998 4344. Correct. All right. So guys, this is Opera. No, this is not Opera. This is where Edge. So I keep telling you guys that I have technical issues. So sometimes I try to use different browsers. So now Edge is working now. Microsoft Edge is working. Window. Okay. So you see a dashboard for another these are all illustrative accounts, all right? These are all illustrative accounts. So you see that this has family information. This one has a family information. Go to the inbox. So always when you submit something, you have to wait. I keep receiving emails. Tips, I've submitted my criminal convictions. I've submitted my medicals. What should I do now? You have to wait. It will come the next day or that same day. You might get email, or if you don't get a mail, log in the next day or when you come to sleep every night. Okay, log in. If you go there, you see an update inbox. Sometimes when they update, it comes to your mail, you get a message, you have something to open. If you don't get the email, keep going on the website. Okay, so now if you click on the family information, if you click on the family information, they will say we need to know your marital status and your next of kin. So choose, click here. Click here. Marital status. If you are single, you are single. If you are divorced, widowed, married, engaged. Okay. So for instance, single. Civil partnership, we don't practice that in Ghana. We do practice that, but it is not we don't have any official document to say you are in civil partnership. Because if you say you are in civil partnership, you have to prove some documents. Okay. If you say you are married, you have to add your marriage certificate during the documentation. So please just choose whatever you can provide. Okay. So now single or married, I will choose single for John Mensa. If you say married, let me choose married and see what will come. So married, they don't ask anything. Okay. All right. So now single. Next of kin, they want to know who to contact in case of emergency. So that one, you can use your sponsor. You can use your sponsor as your next of kin. So let's say Mr. Then Emmanuel, then the surname will come Emmanuel Boatin as the sponsor or Emmanuel Uso as the sponsor. Then relation, who is that person to you? Is that your spouse, your wife, or your husband, your father, your mother, grandparent, brother, sister, guardian, auntie, uncle, stepmom, stepdad, partner, right? Cousin, half brother, half sister, other. If it's a friend, it's a friend or something. So just get something and fix it. Okay. If it is your girlfriend, you can say partner. Your boyfriend, you can say partner, right? But if it is your wife, your husband, you say spouse. Okay. Spouse. All right. So get something and fix it and submit. I cannot write it over here because of TikTok policy. It's a name of a person. And so what I have to do is I have to fill it backstage. Backstage. And after that, so let me get a name over there. What name should I use? So Victor. Victor. No, the sponsor of this tips. I use tips and just surname is just relationship brother. Next of kin. Does your next of kin live in the same address with you? Now this is it. If the person is living in the UK, then you have to say no if you're in Ghana, okay? Or even if the person is in Ghana, but you are living different places, you can say no. But if you say yes, it's fine. That means if they want to contact the person, the house address, your house address is what they are going to use. So for instance, I'm saying that the person is in the UK, my next of kin. So I'll say no, they don't live in the same address with me. All right, so let me show this part because you need to know what I'm doing. You see the way I'm struggling because of people reporting. Initially, we used to do Canada application. We enter passport number, details, email address, contact. They don't report. TikTok and YouTube has never deleted any of my videos. But when it got to the British Army, they started reporting because some of the army people gave the contract to travel and tour agencies. And so they are scared that you people will not go there and pay money. You all come and watch my videos and do the application yourself. And that is why they are doing that. But I'm also finding ways and means to also follow YouTube guidelines now. They strike two of my videos and I don't want it to repeat itself. Does your next of kin live in the same address? It is a no. So I'll say United Kingdom. The person lives in the UK. Then here I'll enter any UK address. Okay. Then the postcode and everything, I'll enter it. Telephone number of the person. It is optional, but you can add telephone number, email address of the person. You can also add it over there. So if you want to add telephone number, you click here, add. Then you select whether a mobile, work, home, any, right? So let's say mobile, then you enter the UK number to it. I don't want it to show because of YouTube. They might flag it. So let me remove it and then queue in. any address, mobile number, key in any mobile number. All right, save. Email address, tipsandgist@gmail.com, submit. So after that, you click submit, okay? Because it is showing telephone number, I couldn't. All I did was to click on the submit. I couldn't show it to you guys. All right, so you see something over there. Family information is being processed. Family information being processed. So now today, I think we've covered everything. We've covered criminal convictions, additional application questions, medical questionnaires, family information. So 4. And I've also taught you how you can edit your previous mistakes. Those who, the GCSE, your sponsor details, you when did you enter the UK, the backdating people, right? You can edit it at the eligibility part using the settings. So I've taught you 5 things today. At this point, I am very tired. We have to end this live. I'm going to download it, edit it, and I'll play it on TikTok during one of these days for those of you guys who are not able to come on YouTube to also benefit on TikTok. But I don't know when I'm going to do that. Probably tomorrow, right? I'll download it overnight and I'll do it tomorrow. At this point, let me pick some questions from you guys. So once you're able to send any information to them, wait. So now I've been able to submit information. The next is maybe they will review my application. So you can see the steps over there. The step 2 is application review. The next is maybe they review my application, and then what they'll do is I'm going to meet my recruiter. Okay, so when they pass me to meet my recruiter, you know all the accounts I'm using to teach. John Mensa and the Elijah Usu are all illustrative accounts. So at that point, I'll just quit. I will withdraw because I will never meet my recruiter. John Mensa is nobody, right? Every details was just off head. Okay, so point number 3, I'm not going to be able to do a live session on it. But some of you guys who meet your recruiters, you can just come on my live and share the questions, right? Questions that the recruiters ask you or things like that and advice. Okay, so during that stage, if some of you guys are able to meet your recruiters, I'll host a live for you to come and share your experiences for those who are yet to meet their recruiters to also go and meet theirs. Then review medical history. When we get the medical questionnaires, because I will not be able to proceed, I don't know if they're going to send me a medical forms. But if they are able to send a medical forms, I'm going to look through it and also discuss that for you to meet your doctor. And in fact, any medical officer in Ghana will be able to answer the medical questions for you guys, so you don't have to worry. Then preparing for assessment, that is when they invite you. So that is invitation. They are going to send you invitation as soon as in September. So when I entered to John Mensah's account, they gave John Mensah 20th of September to submit everything. So medicals and everything should be gone by 20th of September so that they can send the invitation. So John Mensah should expect invitation maybe ending of September, right? If I was supposed to meet the recruiter and everything, but I'll quit. So I don't know when you are able to finish yours and meet, how do we call it, and get the invitation. But the invitation is the preparing for assessment. That is when you get in the invitation letter and you applying for the visit visa. It is all preparation. Okay, it is all preparation. So step number 5, it is you getting the invitation and you applying for the visitor visa. I'll be here to guide you guys. I'll be here to guide you guys. Step number 6 is assessment. When you come to the UK, that is when you go for the BIP test, a whole lot of assessment. You go and do, they're going to check your BP and the stuff. When you follow Dr. Ejekum, a chief doctor, he has been teaching, doing a lot of education about that, the assessment in the UK. Assessment, stage number 6 will only get, you have to do that in the UK. And please, you have to do that before January, okay? Because January is stage number 7. That is getting ready to join the army, the training side, January to March. And you are in the army. That is when you pass your training, then you fully join the army. So you have about 8 steps. 5 of them will happen in Ghana, 3 of them will come to the UK. Assessment, getting ready to join the army, that is the training, and you in the army, that is you completing the training fully, how do you call it, enrolled in the army. That will be the last point. So 3 is in the UK, 5 is in Ghana. Now we are all at point number 2, waiting to submit those documents, meet our recruiter, do our medicals, get our invitation, apply for our visa, and then come to the UK to complete the last 3. I wish everybody the best of luck. If you have any issues, first watch my videos. If you send me emails about what I taught here, I wouldn't respond. I don't even have time to say go to YouTube. I wouldn't respond, because questions about family invitation, family information, and everything I have taught to you guys about almost 2 hours live discussion. You don't have time to watch the video, but somebody will just send me email. Tips, I was feeling this. What should I type over there? I will not even get time to say go on YouTube and see what to type. I will quit. I will not reply your email. It is only questions about step number 3. When you have been forwarded to meet your recruiter, then probably we can get Dr. Ejekum to come and explain some of the things that you have to note when you're meeting your recruiter. Okay, so that is what I should expect, because the email is now too much. And September, next month, September, we are hoping to on the piloting, the Canada piloting, for them to open the portal. When they open the portal for the piloting, I will also be busy at that time helping people who have their offer letters and have their IELTS to also apply for the pilot, just as I'm assisting you guys. So September too, I will be busy. October, much more busier because of the American lottery. So please limit your emails, because nobody is my secretary over here, and I cannot be doing that. So stick to my videos. Get time, get time, get time, get time, and watch my videos. I have time for you to teach you. So get time for yourself to learn, and limit the emails, because you are not the one to respond to the emails. I am, and I'm telling you what to do. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best of luck. Another time, if I have any update, I'll come here and update you guys. Bye bye. I think someone is repeating questions. Let me answer that before. Hippo says currently the update application eligibility options on the dashboard is no more showing. What can I do? It is showing I just did it. It is showing. So Hippo, keep refreshing. Keep refreshing. I don't know the stage you are, but it should show. Okay, Hippo, keep refreshing your page. All right. And somebody says tips are the doctor's details. Can you use efficient? No, medical doctor, that is a GP, general practitioner. Okay, somebody who completes medical school is a general practitioner before they update to become a specialist. So they want a GP, general practitioner, a doctor. Okay, a medical doctor, not PA. PA is below a GP. I think Hippo is the one repeating. Somebody say can't access more application questions even though it is displayed. Okay, so when it is there and you click and you're not able to access, it is either the network or your browser. So keep changing your browser, as I did my. Okay. Ganaba says I don't see progress steps and the recruiter details too after submitted application. I don't know what you mean. You don't see the progress or step or stages. Maybe you are using a mobile phone. I don't know how it displays on a mobile phone, but you should see it when you're using a laptop. Okay. I think I've answered this guy. You keep repeating. This is a YouTube. You shouldn't be repeating questions. Somebody says, sir, is it a yes or no? Do you have unrestricted? If you're in the UK, if you select a no, they are going to ask you to enter your visa number. So if you're in the UK, select a no and enter the date to enter the UK. Yeah, right. The visa number, date to enter the UK, and other stuff. If you are in Ghana, say yes, you have unrestricted and you're good to go. Okay, I've taught that in the part 1. So please visit my part 1, watch it first, and use that to update your details. Okay, you're asking all these questions because you didn't follow us the part 1 and the part 2. You just jump to the part 3. That is why you are repeating yourself. So go and watch the videos to do the right thing. Okay. I think I've answered you guys. I can now go and sleep. After updating eligibility, it says failed. Yeah, sometimes like that. So policy, if you fail, they will tell you what you did. There might be an error. There might be an error, and it will be underlined. For instance, when I did the education, the part three, this part three, when I did the secondary school, I omitted the grade, like science A1, B2. It kept telling me validation fail until I corrected before I was able to. Okay, so when it says fail, go through the application and you see that it will be underlined. Somewhere will be underlined, or it will come red. Then you solve that. Okay, if not, you cannot be able. They said link expired after submitting questionnaires. Sorry for you, you kept long, so you have to log in again and start it fresh. And this time around, be fast. Okay, most of us are on the family submissions, but no matters. Yes, so you have to wait. Now, I think that after that point, they should link you up to the recruiter. Okay, and they just closed the portal yesterday. So please, relax, relax, relax. Somebody said relax. The person said relax. So you to relax. Okay. Are you registered to a GP? Harrison, we've solved that. Stop taking us back. Go and watch the video. It is right here. We've done this today. Tips, is the musician role still open? Yes, it is still open because you don't need a bounty. So musicians, you can start your application. You don't need a referral. Just apply, okay? So the only people that will be considered is the musician role. They will consider, but the bounty referral, they are not going to consider you guys because it is closed. All right. Were you supposed to be referred before starting the entire process? Benjamin, this is part one. Bounty, you are supposed to get a referral, except you're going for musician role. Why are you people? Are you people tips and just people? Because it seems like newcomers are now in the classroom. Asking how do you call it, class one questions when we are now in class three. Mm, this is a part three. You are not asking about bounty questions. Oh my god. After family information, what next, please? They'll keep updating you guys, okay? All right. Tips, please show us the family section. I just did it. Emperor, where were you? Okay, this right in this video, I did the family. Okay, that is when I selected the next of kin, and I told you guys, are you married or not married, single, blah blah blah. The next of kin. I just did it right in this video. People were here, so watch it. Okay, right after this live, watch it again. Those in Ghana get international course. Those in Ghana get international course from recruiter. They mostly ask of your BMI. So ask of your financial trip to the UK. I think this is a very important thing. I don't know if this guy is an army officer. So they're asking you that when they move you, okay, those asking what are some of the things you get from the recruiter. Somebody is chipping in an important message. Listen, he says that when you get a call from the recruiter, they will ask of your BMI. Now the BMI is the body mass index. Go to a hospital, okay, to calculate your BMI. You can also use a website. I'll come and teach that, okay. Enter NHS BMI. Let's do it quickly, okay. Let's do it quickly here, right here. Right here. What browser? Okay. NHS BMI. NHS BMI. So just enter. Oh my god, I'm coming. Let me close this top and use Google Chrome so that you guys can appreciate. So that when they call you, you know what you're doing, okay? Yeah. So when you go to Google, when you go on Google, just type NHS, right? UK is NHS, Ghana Health Service, GHS, so UK National Health Service, NHS BMI, NHS BMI calculator. Okay, so it will come. The first one, calculate your body mass index. Okay, so you go on the NHS website, they are asking you blah blah, calculate your BMI, blah 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 blah. You see, when you go down here, they'll ask you how BMI is calculated. Start now. Click on the start now. When you click on the start now, they'll ask you some questions. Are you age 18 or above? You say yes, I am 18 or above, and they'll ask you your height. So go to a hospital and check your height. Now the height, if you take your Ghana card, I don't know when you did your Ghana card, but the Ghana card, they measured our height. Okay, it is there. But if you don't have know your height, go to hospital, they'll measure your height for you and they'll measure your weight for you. They can even calculate the BMI in the hospital. But if you know your height and your weight, your height, let's say 167 centimeters, 167 centimeters, and your weight is like 60 kg, right? 60 kilogram. Then you go to continue. They are now going to calculate, but they want to ask you your ethnic background. Are you a black? So you select black African, Caribbean, or black British. So you select black African, this one, the second one, okay? Then you go to calculate. So it is going to calculate for you, and they're going to tell. So they say BMI is 21.5. 21.5. So now I know my BMI. If my weight, my height is 167 and my weight is 60 kg, right? So please use that. Go on Google, search NHS, so that when they call you, the recruiter call you and say, what is your BMI? You tell, please, my BMI is 21.5. Okay. And when you use the NHS website, they're going to tell you if you are obese or you are underweight. So yellow, for instance, if they indicated here, right, yellow, it means that I am overweight. Red is obese, but the green is healthy, and they said I am healthy. If it was here, the purple, that means I am underweight. So now my BMI is correct. You need this to enter the army. Now the army, the green and the yellow is fine, but red is not good. And the how do you call it? Is it purple or mauve or whatever? It is also not good. All right. But the green and the yellow is a bit overweight, is fine. But healthy, green is proper. Okay. So thank you very much. From AFNet Text. Thank you very much for that contribution. So this is how you can calculate your BMI. And he said they will also call you to ask you if you can finance your trip to the UK. Oh, yes, yes, you have to say yes, you can finance your trip, because they're not going to pay your visitor visa for you. And the visa, all they need is giving you the invitation. So yes, if you cannot finance yourself to the UK, they are going to withdraw your application. So please note this, okay, and work towards it. Those waiting for your recruiter. Okay. Somebody say MVTI. Why are you now asking MVTI? So if you use NVTI, you know the NVTI, if you school 3 years, it's equivalent to the WAEC. So the programs that you did, right? You select. So the NVTI, you were supposed to question me during when I was doing it. Now I cannot go back. I've entered educational side, and I don't know whose account I can use to teach you. But where we selected the WAEC, we did the West African. You see vocational qualifications over there. There are a lot of options. Go through. If you don't see National Vocational Technical Institute, you see something like vocational qualification. Select it, and then if you select your certificate, they can now link it up. Okay. The family section, Emperor, I told you that I've done that. Why? Um, El said I shocked self. I don't know why they keep. I don't know where from these people. Somebody say family information is not showing for 3 days. It means maybe they are just taking you to the recruitment side. So go and work on your BMI. Go on the website, calculate, put it here at the back of your head. If you don't know your weight and your height, go to a hospital and check it yourself before you can be able to calculate your BMI, so that when the recruiter asks you, you'll be able to tell the recruiter. Okay. Somebody said, Tips, I've opened all the messages and to see if I can update. Link expired. It means you are keeping long on the website. Try and log in again, and this time be fast. Emmanuel says the educational qualification after submitting in different dimensions for your suggestion, will it affect your application? I don't know, but they will definitely take your WATSI result. So since you cannot edit it, let's keep it like that, okay? When you send your WATSI result, that is when after family information, there are other questions like sickle cell and family origin. Exactly. So Gilbert, thank you. So family origin, they are going to ask you your family trace, and out of the family origin, you have to provide a sickle cell consent. For instance, if they trace your family tree and they get to know that you are from Ghana, you do a sickle cell in the UK. You not do it in Ghana, but they have to send you a consent form for you to fill and sign. Okay, that you consent that when you come to the UK, they will do you a sickle cell. Now, if you are a sickler, SS, you will not be able to partake. All right. So now go and do your cycling in a hospital and even know your gender. If you are a trace or you are a carrier, AS, it's fine. They are going to take you through some teachings, how you can maintain your health. If you are AA, you are very healthy. You are good to go. Okay. So AS, you have no problem. But SS, sickle, SS, you have issues. Okay. Ghana says, Tips, I used to see the progress. I call them to face my tax, but after that, can I call MPC? Can I use phone and PC to log in? Exactly. You can use phone and PC to log in. That's the problem most of us are having. Technical issues, I cannot solve it. But questions linked to whatever, I can help you. Okay, I cannot help you with tips. I cannot log in, link expired. Blah. I always tell you that tips and just I am not IT over here. I cannot help you. Even if I'm IT, I'll just tell you that use a browser, use a VPN. That is, I can just guide you. I cannot come and pick your phone. So let's keep the technical questions out. And because of time, okay, because of time. All right. Somebody say it has frozen out. This, how can I help you? Emmanuel, your phone has frozen. You are complaining on YouTube here. How can we pick your phone and unfreeze it? You see, these are all technical questions I don't need. IT questions I don't need. I need people who are asking questions about BMI, family questions, and other stuff. All right. So, guys, at this point, let us end the live. We have spent 2 hours on this live. I will entreat everybody on YouTube, sorry, on TikTok to come here, watch everything to guide you so that you don't make mistakes, especially the secondary school, your WASI results, the A1, the A2, the B3, and all that, right? A1, B2, and that stuff. Use these YouTube tutorials to help you submit the family information, submit criminal convictions, submit. Don't make mistake because those questions you are not able to amend. You are not able to amend. So please take your time and do it. Okay. Take your time and do it. I wish you all the best of luck. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.